Okay, now we move on to bad debts, doubtful, and also doubtful debts. Okay, earlier on I already mentioned about provisions. Okay, so basically going back to that, first thing when we sell to the customer, we would have receivable, but after a while that receivable cannot be collected. Therefore, you make provision for doubtful debts. Okay, but after a while you realize that now the client is no longer exists, they can have bankrupt already. So do you think that you can collect the debts? Most of the time, no. So for that matter, for that reason, the debts will be recognized as a bad debts. Okay, so there are some stages right before from the receivable to become bad debts. Okay, another thing is that you might have sometimes specific provisions and general provisions. So in accounting, you did remember if you learned, okay, for the overall receivable, you notice that it cannot be collected. 5% did not even be collected during the year. So what do you do? Okay, there is a high tendency that it cannot be collected, so you make provision for doubtful debts. Okay, so basically whatever happened is that in a general provision, okay, normally you don't know specifically which are the debts that has actually been provided for. Okay, but another category you would have would be specific divisions. So specific division is when you know specifically which receivable will be non-collectible, okay, or bad debt. Right. So in other words, in this case, you know specifically which are the debts, okay, that you're going to use in order to be set off against your receive to be set off against your debts that you cannot be collected. Okay, so in general, if you refer to page 247, okay, under para title, the first line there, Public Ruling 1/2002. Okay, they did mention that, okay, in the bad debts or doubtful debts section, you must be careful with regard to the bad debts because bad debts uh, you have to get a proper authorization before it will be will be recognized as a bad debts. Okay, all right. Then you also have general provision, which is in general, and then you would have also specific provision. So specific provision, you know already for sure which are the particular debtors that you want to write off. Okay, the next one, number 5, is EPF. Okay, EPF is actually when employers contribute higher than what they're supposed to give. Under the written law, minimum rate for the EPF will be 11%. Or 9% if you have the approval from the DG, and then you would have maximum of 19%. Anything that beyond that uh, would be non-deductible. Okay, so for instance, let's say you're a big boss of a company. So company said that, all right, employee contribution will follow the normal rule, which is 11%. However, for the employees' contribution, we would like to provide 20. So here maximum is 90%. Right? Maximum is 90%. So if we give 20, therefore the 1% will be non-deductible. Okay. Yeah. The next one will be legal and professional fee. Okay, legal and professional fee. So under legal and professional fee, of course, in general, if you incur something for your civil, for your if you incur something in relation to legal activities, okay, you might actually open up yourself for legal expenses. Okay, so legal expenses in general, what does it say? Okay, so in general, if you're talking about tax appeal, right, the cost of the tax appeal is not an allowable deductions, meaning actually for the legal and professional expenses, okay, when you incur on your own, most of the time it will be non-deductible. Okay, alright, and then the next one is also talking about law or violation. Violation means that individuals department would actually identify what are the expenses that can be done in finishing, what expenses that can be claimed, okay, as a deductibility or not. So violation as of the law normally will be non-deductible because you now comply to the law. Therefore, it is non-deductible. So you have to add back. Okay, the next one will be insurance. Okay, insurance is actually referred to when the company taken up insurance, and is it for a specific person or indirect person? Okay, to your indirect staff or not? Alright. So when talking about insurance, what will happen is that uh, if let's say you insured a person which is a key man, alright, because if let's say this key person is no longer with the company, your company will collapse. Okay, your company will collapse, therefore you cannot further survive. Alright, so in this case, right, this insurance is actually to protect you in doing your business, isn't it? Which is in connection to the business operation. Therefore, if you have any key man insurance, which is you pay to protect a particular employee in order to protect the company, therefore this one will be deductible. And then after that, you also have defalcation of employees, as I mentioned just now. Okay, this is also related to business losses. Okay, and last but not least, number 10 is the foreign exchange. Okay, it's not inside your textbook. Okay, however, that you need to know with regard to the forex or foreign exchange. Okay, most of the time, when you buy something from overseas, you have to pay in their currency. Okay, therefore, your Malaysian ringgit will need to be translated. Okay, so when talking about foreign exchange, there are two things. One is translation, one is transaction rate. Okay. Translation rate is the year-end rate when you use to translate the whole figure, okay, into whatever normally whatever reporting that you want to follow. Okay,